The art of Stoic self-discipline. In a world that bombards us with distractions, temptations, and uncertainties, the quest for self-discipline often feels like an uphill battle. Our minds, left unchecked, can become battlegrounds of fleeting desires, nagging anxieties and paralyzing doubts. Yet within each of us lies the potential to rise above this inner chaos, to forge a life of purpose, resilience, and tranquility. This is the promise of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that offers timeless wisdom for cultivating self-discipline and navigating life's challenges with a calm and focused mind. In this exploration, we will uncover the core principles of Stoicism, practical strategies for building mental fortitude, and ways to apply this philosophy to modern life. Whether you feel overwhelmed by the demands of the world or seek a path to greater clarity and purpose, Stoicism provides a roadmap to a life well lived. Intriguing question. Why Stoicism? Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed, pulled in every direction by external pressures and internal turmoil? Do you struggle to stay on track to maintain focus amidst the noise of daily life? If so, Stoicism offers a powerful antidote. This ancient philosophy, born in the bustling streets of Athens and refined in the courts of Rome, teaches us how to master ourselves in a world we cannot fully control. It is not a philosophy of retreat or apathy, but one of action, resilience, and inner peace. By embracing Stoic wisdom, you can learn to navigate life's challenges with unshakable focus, transforming obstacles into opportunities and chaos into clarity. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or denying life's difficulties. Instead, it is about training the mind to respond thoughtfully, to act with intention, and to find peace, regardless of external circumstances. As Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This article will guide you through the principles and practices of Stoicism, offering actionable techniques to cultivate self-discipline and live a life of purpose. The problem. Inner chaos in a chaotic world. Modern life is a whirlwind of demands, from endless notifications to societal pressures, from personal ambitions to unforeseen setbacks. It's easy to feel like you're battling inner chaos. The mind, untrained, becomes a slave to fleeting emotions, anger at a slight, fear of failure, or longing for instant gratification. Without discipline, we drift, unable to focus on what truly matters or to weather life's inevitable storms. Stoicism addresses this problem head-on. It teaches that while we cannot control the world around us, we can control how we respond. By cultivating self-discipline, we build a fortress within, a place of calm and clarity that no external force can breach. This is not a quick fix, but a lifelong practice, one that empowers you to face adversity with resilience, pursue your goals with focus, and live in alignment with your deepest values. The benefits of Stoic self-discipline. What does it mean to live with Stoic self-discipline? It means unlocking the key to achieving your goals with unshakable focus and inner peace. It means facing challenges not with fear or frustration, but with courage and equanimity. It means living a life of purpose, where your actions reflect your values, and your mind remains steady amidst the storms of life. By embracing Stoic principles, you can cultivate mental fortitude, develop the resilience to face setbacks without losing heart, achieve focused productivity, channel your energy into what truly matters, free from distractions, find inner peace, release the burden of worry and regret, embracing a calm and centered mind. Live with purpose, align your actions with your values, creating a life of meaning and fulfillment. In the sections that follow, we will explore the essence of Stoicism, its core principles, practical strategies for self-discipline, and how to apply this wisdom to modern life. Let us begin this journey together, as fellow travelers seeking a life of virtue and tranquility. What is Stoicism? Stoicism is an ancient Greek and Roman philosophy founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium in the early 3rd century BCE. It flourished through the teachings of Philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, whose writings continue to inspire millions today. At its core, Stoicism is a practical philosophy, not a set of abstract theories but a way of life. It teaches us how to live well, to find happiness not in external possessions or fleeting pleasures, but in the cultivation of a virtuous character. The central tenet of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. We must focus on what is within our power, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and accept what is not, such as external events, the actions of others, or the whims of fate. As Epictetus, a former slave-turned-philosopher, wrote in his Enchiridion, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." This principle is the foundation of Stoic self-discipline, guiding us to direct our energy where it matters most. Stoicism teaches that true happiness, or eudaimonia, comes from within. It is not found in wealth, status, or pleasure, but in living a life of virtue. By mastering ourselves, we can face any challenge with resilience and maintain inner peace no matter the circumstances. This philosophy is not about detachment from the world, but engagement with it, acting with purpose, integrity, and compassion in all that we do. The core principles of Stoicism rests on three foundational principles that guide the path to self-discipline and a fulfilling life. These principles, rooted in the teachings of the great Stoic philosophers, provide a framework for navigating life's complexities with clarity and strength. Virtue as the goal for the Stoics. The ultimate aim of life is to live in accordance with virtue. The four cardinal virtues, wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, are the cornerstones of a good life. Wisdom allows us to discern what is true and good. Justice guides us to act fairly and kindly toward others. Courage empowers us to face fear and adversity with resolve. Temperance teaches us to moderate our desires and maintain balance. Living virtuously means aligning our actions with these principles, even when it is difficult. It means choosing integrity over convenience, kindness over selfishness, and effort over ease. As Seneca wrote, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." By prioritizing virtue, we cultivate a life of meaning and purpose, one that is fulfilling regardless of external outcomes. Acceptance and resilience. Life is unpredictable, filled with events beyond our control, illness, loss, criticism, or failure. Stoicism teaches us to accept these realities with equanimity, focusing only on what we can influence. This is not passive resignation, but active resilience. By embracing what fate brings, we free ourselves from the burden of futile resistance and channel our energy into constructive action. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." This mindset builds resilience, allowing us to face adversity with a calm and steady heart. Whether we encounter success or setback, we remain anchored in our commitment to virtue. Living in the present. The Stoics emphasize the importance of living in the present moment. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. All we truly have is now. By focusing on the present, we free ourselves from the weight of past regrets and future anxieties, allowing us to act with clarity and purpose. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This principle enhances our productivity and focus as we direct our attention to the task at hand rather than being distracted by what was or what might be. It also deepens our appreciation for life as we learn to savor each moment as it comes. Practical strategies for self-discipline. Stoicism is not merely a philosophy to ponder, but a practice to live. Below are practical strategies rooted in Stoic principles to cultivate self-discipline and build a stronger, more focused mind. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness is a cornerstone of Stoic self-discipline. By cultivating present moment awareness, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without being swept away by them. This practice, often called prosoche in Stoic philosophy, involves paying attention to our inner state and the world around us with clarity and non-judgment. One powerful Stoic exercise is the practice of morning reflection. Each day, take a few moments to prepare your mind for the challenges ahead. As Marcus Aurelius advised, say to yourself in the early morning, "I shall meet today ungrateful, violent, treacherous, envious, uncharitable men. All of these things have come upon them through ignorance of real good and ill. By anticipating difficulties, you prepare yourself to respond with patience and virtue." Another technique is negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum. Imagine potential setbacks, missed deadlines, criticism, or failure, and rehearse responding to them with calm and resolve. This practice reduces fear and builds resilience, ensuring that you are not caught off guard by life's challenges. 2. Incorporate mindfulness into your routine. Set aside time each day for quiet reflection or meditation. Focus on your breath, observe your thoughts without attachment, and remind yourself of your commitment to virtue. Even 5 minutes of this practice can sharpen your focus and strengthen your self-discipline. Thought control. Our thoughts shape our reality. The Stoics teach that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we interpret and respond to them. This principle, known as cognitive reframing, is a powerful tool for self-discipline. When faced with a challenge, pause and examine your thoughts. Are they rooted in fear, anger, or desire? Are they helpful or harmful? Challenge negative thoughts by asking, "Is this within my control? Is this judgment accurate? How can I view this situation constructively?" For example, if you feel overwhelmed by a task, reframe it as an opportunity to practice perseverance and wisdom. Epictetus advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." By focusing on constructive thinking, you train your mind to remain steady and purposeful, even in difficult circumstances. Journaling can be a helpful tool for this practice. Each evening, write down a challenge you faced, how you responded, and how you could respond more virtuously in the future. Developing a strong work ethic. Stoicism places great value on effort and discipline. The Stoics believed that a life of virtue requires consistent action, dedication, and hard work. To cultivate a strong work ethic, break your goals into manageable steps and commit to taking action each day, no matter how small. One Stoic technique is to focus on the process rather than the outcome. Instead of fixating on achieving a specific result, concentrate on doing your best in the present moment. As Seneca wrote, "You have to persevere and fortify your pertinacity until the will to good becomes a disposition to good." By focusing on effort rather than results, you build resilience and avoid discouragement. Another strategy is to practice amor fati, or love of fate. Embrace every task, even the mundane or difficult, as an opportunity to practice virtue. Whether you're working on a challenging project or performing a routine chore, approach it with intention and care. This mindset transforms work into a practice of self-discipline, making every action meaningful. Modern applications of Stoic self-discipline. Stoicism is not a relic of the past, but a living philosophy, as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. Its principles can be applied to modern challenges, from managing stress to improving relationships and finding purpose. Managing stress and anxiety. In our fast-paced world, stress and anxiety are common companions. Stoicism offers tools to manage these emotions by focusing on what is within our control. When you feel overwhelmed, pause and ask, "What can I control in this moment?" Often the answer is your perspective and your actions. By letting go of worry about external outcomes, you reduce anxiety and regain clarity. The practice of negative visualization can also help manage stress. By imagining worst-case scenarios and preparing to respond with virtue, you reduce the power of fear. For example, if you're anxious about a work presentation, Visualize potential challenges, technical issues, tough questions, and rehearse responding calmly and confidently. This preparation builds confidence and reduces stress. Another Stoic tool is the view from above, a meditative exercise where you imagine yourself from a cosmic perspective. Picture the vastness of the universe, the brevity of life, and the interconnectedness of all things. This perspective puts your worries in context, reminding you that most problems are fleeting and insignificant in the grand scheme. Improving relationships. Stoicism emphasizes virtues like justice and kindness, which are essential for healthy relationships. To improve your interactions with others, practice empathy and understanding. When someone frustrates you, remind yourself, as Marcus Aurelius did, that they act out of ignorance or their own suffering. Respond with patience rather than anger. Active. Listening is another Stoic practice. When engaging with others, focus fully on what they're saying without planning your response or judging their words. This presence fosters deeper connections and aligns with the Stoic value of treating others with respect. Finally, practice forgiveness. The Stoics teach that holding on to resentment harms us more than others. Let go of grudges, not for their ice but for your own peace of mind. As Epictetus said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Finding purpose and meaning in a world obsessed with success and status, Stoicism offers a different path to purpose. It teaches that meaning comes from living in accordance with virtue, not from external achievements. To find your purpose, reflect on your values and how you can contribute to the world. Ask yourself, how can I use my talents to serve others? How can I live with wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance? One practical exercise is to create a personal mission statement based on Stoic principles. Write down what a virtuous life means to you and how you can embody it in your daily actions. For example, your mission might be to act with integrity in your work, to show kindness to those around you, and to face challenges with courage. Another Stoic practice is to reflect on your mortality. The Stoics used memento mori, the reminder that life is finite, to inspire action. Knowing that your time is limited, prioritize what truly matters. Focus on relationships, meaningful work, and personal growth, rather than chasing fleeting pleasures or superficial goals. Conclusion. Embrace Stoic wisdom. The art of Stoic self-discipline is a journey, not a destination. It is a daily practice of aligning your actions with virtue, focusing on what you can control, and embracing life's challenges with resilience and grace. Stoicism does not promise a life free of hardship, but a life rich in meaning, where you can face any storm with a calm and centered mind. Begin today. Start small. Practice mindfulness for a few minutes. Challenge a negative thought or approach a task with intention. Reflect each evening on how you lived according to virtue and where you can improve. As Seneca wrote, "No man was ever wise by chance." Wisdom, like self-discipline, is cultivated through consistent effort. By incorporating Stoic principles into your life, you can unlock the key to unshakable focus, inner peace, and a life of purpose. The path is not always easy, but it is profoundly rewarding. Take the first step, and let Stoic wisdom guide you to a more disciplined, resilient, and fulfilling life.